Hello students, good morning all of you. Yesterday we discussed about the internal environmental factors. What are the factors which are influencing the environment of a business internally? We just discussed that the element of human resources, organization structure, shareholders, owners and management, financial capability, marketing and operations capability, research and development and technological factors, then organizational climate, etc. All these factors are discussed in yesterday's class, and now we are going to the other part of factors of business environment, that is external business environment factors. Okay, external business environment factors. What is external environmental factors? We know that external environment factors are the factors which are outside the firm. That is, there is a close relationship between a business firm and its surrounding environment. So what are the factors which are influencing the business organization externally? It deals with the external environmental factors. Okay, external environmental factors is mainly classified into two categories, that is micro environment and second one is macro environment. These two terms are familiar with us, micro environment and macro environment. Okay, first we are discussing about what are the micro environmental factors. Then micro environment simply means it consists of the factors of the company's immediate environment and that affect the performance of the company. So micro environmental factors are the factors which is the company's or which prevails with the company's immediate environment. Okay, and it will affect the performance and operations of the company. It include the suppliers, marketing intermediaries, competitors, customers and the public. Okay, so it covers the larger society forces, and those society forces affect all the factors in the company's micro environment. Okay, and next look, that is what are the various factors include under micro environment. Before going to that, one important feature is that micro environment factors are nearest factors to the organization. It is external, but it has close relationship with the organization, and so some micro factors need not affect all the firms in a particular industry. That is, some micro factors may be unique to the firm. Okay, that is, such type of factors has the influence only in the single firm or only in the single firm. It does not influence the functioning of other firms in the same industry. So it has no that means it has no equivalent influence in all the firms. Okay, it may affect only the functioning of a single firm. It is the main feature or main difference of micro and macro. Macro environmental factors will influence all the firms in the same industry in an equivalent manner, but it does not happen in the case of micro environment. It may be influenced in a single firm. Okay, that is the main speciality of micro environmental factors. Okay, then we are going to the factors. First point is that suppliers. Okay, suppliers, we know that the organization or the individuals who supply the inputs, that is like raw materials or components to the enterprises. Okay, so who are providing the raw materials and other components to our business? That type of persons or that group of persons are called suppliers. They operate as an important force within the micro environment of the firm. Okay, So the availability of the supplier is very important for smooth functioning of every type of organization. If there is any uncertainty in the supply of raw materials and other components, the company may be forced to maintain stocks for a long period. That is, if there is uncertainty in the supply of raw material, the company want to keep a minimum or average level of stock in our business firm. Otherwise, it will affect the daily operations of our firm. So, management must ensure there is a minimum level of stock in the case of absence of any supplier. Okay, and another case is that it is better to keep multiple suppliers in our organization. That is, it will be very risky to depend on a single supplier, because if there is a strike or any lockdown, lockout or any other production problem in the single supplier, the unit of single supplier, it will affect the functioning of our organization also. We cannot move our production process. So it is better to keep multiple sources of supply in our organization. So it will give the advantage of, if there is any problem with our single supplier, we can contact with another supplier within short span of time. There is no delay in production process. It will be very advantage to our company. So it is better to keep multiple supplier in the organization. Okay, and it will help for smooth functioning, for smooth production process in our organization. Okay, that's all regarding suppliers. So the availability of supplier and the availability of raw material and other components, it will affect the functioning of our business. Okay, second one is that customers is the king in our market. We know that. This is the mantra, customer is king. So customers are the main factor in our market. So customer satisfaction and customer retention is the most important factor for considering the growth of a business firm. Customers may be, or it include different categories of people. Sometimes customers may be the individuals, or it may be households, or it may be some industries or other other business organizations, or sometimes the customers may be the government or other institutions. So what type of customers we had, and what are the need and preferences of our customers? The management or the organization should analyze the taste and preference of consumers, and at the same time what they are needed, when they are needed, and how they are needed. Okay, all these factors should consider the management for retaining them in our organization. Otherwise, they will quit from our product. So, according to the attitude of consumers, according to the changes in the taste and preferences of consumers, the organization want to make changes in our product or service. Okay, otherwise we cannot compete with other firms. We cannot exist in this competitive world. Okay, for an individual consumer, the main purpose is the consumption, for personal consumption. They are buying our products for personal consumption. But for any other organization, they buys our goods or services for further processing in their organization, or they are using our product in their production purpose as a raw material. So we want to consider them as an important factor. And for government agencies, they may buy goods and services for transferring these goods to others who are in need of them. So each customer has their own characteristics. So The choice of the customer segments should be made by considering a number of factors, including the relative profitability, dependability, stability of demand, growth of prosperity, and the extent of the competition, etc. All these factors should consider while we are selecting the consumers. Okay. So, customer, for every time the management want give more importance on customer satisfaction and their retention in the organization. Okay, next one is marketing intermediaries. Marketing intermediaries are the firms which act as intermediary between the company and the consumers, and they will provide, or they are connecting the link between company and the final consumers. Okay, that is the linkage between the company and the consumer is called marketing intermediaries, and at the same time they are dealing with the promotion, selling and distribution of goods and services to the final consumers. They are operating in the micro environment, and some various type of marketing intermediaries are there. First one is that physical distribution agencies or firms, physical distribution agencies. The main function of these intermediaries are they will assist the company in stocking and moving goods from their origin to their destination. That is, they are helping our company for moving the goods from our origin to the destination. For example, warehouses and transportation firms are the best example for that. So, physical distribution agencies are helping to move the goods from our company to the destination. Okay, and other type of intermediaries are marketing service agencies. Okay, the main function of those agencies are it will assist the company in targeting and promoting its products to the right markets. That is, they will help our company for targeting the right consumers. For example, advertising agencies, market research firms, then media firms, consultancy agencies. All these are included under that is marketing service agencies. They will help us to increase the sales volume and at the same time to find out the consumers. They are providing various type of advertisement in different medias. They will provide consultancy services for our organization. Okay, that is the main service provided by this type of agencies. Okay, and there is another type of intermediary is that financial intermediaries. The main purpose of or main function of such intermediaries are they will finance marketing activities. That is, they will provide finance for the marketing activities of our company, and at the same time they will ensure business risk. So, the level of risk will be reduced by the activities of the financial intermediaries. So, the burden of the management will be reduced with the help of financial intermediaries, because they will provide some finance for the marketing activities, and at the same time they will bear some business risk. So, it will be very helpful to us. So, for an organization, there should be a good touch or close contact with these type of intermediaries for the successful operation of our business enterprise. Okay, otherwise we cannot retain in this competitive world. That is the element of or the role of marketing intermediaries in this scenario. They have very important role for the successful running of every type of organization. So, these type of agency services are prevailing in our economy. That's all regarding marketing intermediaries. And next one is that public. Public simply means it refers to any cluster that has actual or potential interest in the business activities. Such clusters can exert influence on the business. For example, growth of consumer groups may affect working of newly developed businesses. So the public group or the social group have some role or some importance in the business firms. Okay, the attitude of general public towards the business is very less in the case of underdeveloped nations. That is, the people is not ready to come to the field of business. That is, they are not ready to take risk in the business. And at the same time, when we are comparing with the when we are comparing the developed nations, the passion to business is very high. That is, a lot of people are ready to take and they are ready to invest in various businesses, and that's why the GDP or the underdeveloped nations are growing. That is the reason for the development of every nations. How much the people are willing to invest in the business area, it will create or it will determine the level of development of a nation. So for underdeveloped nations, the passion for business is very low. That's why they are still continuing underdeveloped nation. So it is better in the case of developing nations. That is, to the extent to some extent people are ready to take risk in developing nations. So the attitude of general public towards business, it will influence the business environment. Okay, that is related to the point public. Okay, that's all regarding the micro environmental factors. Next we will discuss about the macro environmental factors in next class. Okay, thank you all.